Welcome to another Sunday live show. Can you guys hear me? Can I get a thumbs up in the chat? What's up, everybody? How is everybody tonight? I hope you can hear me. We have, I guess, not really that much of a special show. I mean, I used to do these every week, but let me get some confirmation from the people in the chat. Can you all hear me? Hit that thumbs up. I know you can see our beautiful friend Tony. What up, Cheeky, Kevin, Girls, Chase, Ruben? What's up, Roy? What's up, Athena? Who else was in here? Adrian, BLT, Corolla Car Club. Tenacious, what up? Somebody give me a thumbs up in the chat just so I know y'all can hear me before I start. Oh, go for yourself. What up, Puerto Rican Hammer? How you doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? Brian, what up? Matt Dash, what up? What up, Mr. 72? Happy Sunday to everybody. I'm in a really good mood. I had a great weekend. I might get into that at some point. Just a really, really good week, actually. Okay. So you guys can see Tony here on the screen, right? Okay. I saw some clickbait. You guys think I was clickbaiting you. Obviously, I haven't made it to San Francisco yet. I will be in downtown LA April 10th through the 13th. Scheduled trip. Okay. My third time there. That's 5 hours from San Francisco. And I have some of y'all are going to think I'm crazy, whatever, but life is getting back to normal a little bit. What up, Nomadic? Everybody, Sky Hall, what up? You won't ask Tony to a one-on-one. How you guys doing? How y'all doing? Brian, what up? HM Third, Fatwa, what up, what up? Tenacious, Dasher, Ruben, Chase, appreciate you being a member. Listen, life's starting to get a little bit clearer for me, right? And I would love to do a one-on-one with Tony. I would love it. I would absolutely love it. Let's get his face off the screen. I would love it. I think it will be fun. I think it will be entertaining. I've never seen anybody do it in the way that I think I would do it. And maybe with your help, we can get to that point. Now, listen, I'm not going to spend every waking moment trying to do that. I have a life. And DoorDash isn't that big of a deal to me. I don't even do it anymore. I haven't done it for over 8 months. But DoorDash has been in the news with these lawsuits, this Klarna prepay for your chicken McNuggets. Obviously, a lot of you guys are talking about how DoorDash has been really rough for you. All these programs, all these things. I'm not a part of it anymore. I don't do it anymore. And the likelihood of me ever doing DoorDash is 99.9%. I would never. You can never say never to anything in life, but there's just no way. But I think it would be fun and interesting to go to San Francisco and run into Tony. Maybe he's eating at a local Starbucks and I could run into the guy. I got 2 questions for him, and I'm going to go over that tonight. Appreciate everybody for coming in. I don't really do these Sundays like I used to, but I am going to get back to doing it. Now that life is kind of balancing out a little bit, I'd like to at least do a couple of months. I can't commit to every single week. That's hard. But I'd like to do some when it's pertinent. And it will not always be DoorDash stuff. It will not always be kid content stuff. It will be other things that we might just end the week with and just vibe with. So I had a great week. Let me say hi to everybody else that's in here. Nomadic, I said, what's up? Andre, what's up? Big Ty, what up? It was good, 2018, 2019. Yeah, I mean, it was good for me back last year a little bit. But anyways, listen, this won't be all about DoorDash, but I do want to confront Mr.BetonYou. And I'm going to tell you why right now. For some of the reasons I outlined in the video that came out tonight, 3 hours ago. I'm going to be honest and transparent. I think it will be entertaining. I think a lot of you, if you could ask any big CEO a couple of questions, I'm sure you'd like to, whether it's Dar from Uber, the Instacart CEO, whatever app you work, if you work at a W-2 and you happen to get the chance to ask a CEO some questions that are pertinent to your everyday, everybody would take advantage of that opportunity. I just happen to be blessed enough to be in close enough proximity to him 3 weeks from now to where maybe I could just take one extra plane ride that would only be about an hour and see what could happen. Why not? Be bold, be big. It would be fun. It would be entertaining. And I got 2 questions I'd ask them. And for those of you that didn't watch the 6 p.m. Video that I had, I'll share them with you guys right now. What up, Kevin? How you doing, brother? John, what up? Kay, what up? And these questions are just interesting to me because I believe you can take these 2 questions, 1, 2, and you could build off of them. Now, let me be honest with you guys. Do I realistically think it's feasible and possible that in 2025, I will get an interview with the DoorDash CEO? No, I do not. I need to be very honest and transparent. I think it's a long shot, but it doesn't mean it can't happen, okay? I am only 1 degree of separation separates me and Tony. 1 degree. 1 degree. Okay? 1 degree of separation separate me. So it's not impossible, not likely. That 1 degree that I talk about is I have somebody's personal phone number. I've had a business relationship with Mr. Harry Campbell, the rideshare guy. He interviewed Tony. It's 1 degree of separation. 1. Now, am I qualified? I am nobody. I am not a big deal. We don't have millions of subscribers. I've trashed that app so much. I've also talked good about that app. I just keep it real. But there's only 1 degree of separation separating me and Tony. 1 degree. That's not that much. But I think it would be entertaining. I think the 2 questions I would ask him, Tony, is this the app that you envisioned? Is this what you envisioned it would be? Let him talk. And he's a smart guy. He's going to tell me, yeah, we help the communities. We do this. We put millions of dollars in Dashers' pockets every year. We help the small business. And through the pandemic, he would give me a very elegant answer. And then I would organically go from there. But the second question I'm going to ask him, and this is where some of y'all might disagree, but this also can go to other things. Tony, do you care about poor people in America? And some of y'all just chuckled. I know it because I know some of you guys. The reason I would ask that question, a lot of people that do DoorDash or do the gig economy are the working class poor, period. Not all, might not be you, might be you. The people that help him make his money are working class poor people, a lot of them, period. It is what it is. It's not like, that's not a bad word to use. It's just a reality. A lot of people that use the app to get their McDonald's are working class poor. And the moves that he's made recently don't align with, I think, his vision he probably had in the beginning. And I love to ask him those questions. It's just fun to talk about as well. Anyways, who else we got up in here? Let me read some chat. I'll put them up on the screen. Hey, chicken, face reality. I thought this was Ice-T for a second. I love that comment. Thank you. I'm not Ice-T. He's way cooler than I am. Working class poor. Nomadic. Would you say that I feel like a lot of us that do this, a lot of Americans are working class poor. But if you're doing this job, I think that's the people that help him make his money and build his company are working class poor. Does he care about them? We can go into $2 orders, lowering the base pay, $2 for 2 stacks. We could talk about that. Is that the kind of community he thought he'd be helping and servicing when he started the app in Palo Alto back in 15 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever, right? Grand Team, what's up, what's up? Say hi in the chat. I'll put a comment up, guys. Joe the Bike Dasher, what up, what up, what up? How you doing? How you doing? Let's see. I have asked customer service many times to connect me with him while he's sitting on a... That's hilarious. Yeah, listen, I need to be honest. I don't think this is a completely reachable goal this year, but it's not impossible. There's 1 degree of separation that separates me and the CEO of DoorDash. And I'm not saying that, and that's a reality of the situation. But I want to see if we can do this on our own. The way you guys could help is sharing the content. If I make a DoorDash video and you happen to see it, and I'm not going to do it like I used to, and I don't make a lot of DoorDash content like I used to, but I make it when I want, if something's important. Share that kind of content, subscribe to the channel. Let's see if we can get back to that kind of content maybe once a week. And maybe we can get the eyes of DoorDash. I had them before. There's no reason to think we can't have them back. Can we get in a room? Can we have a conversation? Would it be recorded? Would it not? Hey, it's fun to think about. I can give an hour or 2 every week to that cause for the community, because I think the only person that's interviewed him was Harry Campbell, and it was a good interview, but it was pre-selected questions, and obviously we do it different. At least I would try to. And I think it could be entertaining, to say the least. Craig, what up, girl? How you doing, baby? How you doing? How you doing? Crazy in the house. It's not official till crazy. Red, what up? How you doing? Always a pleasure to see you guys up in the building. Craig, 21-month member. Appreciate y'all. So what do you guys think? First, I want to go over my weekend because I want to start with some positive. This isn't going to be a DoorDash bashing live. I haven't been live in a while. I just wanted to connect with you guys. I had a good weekend. I saw Dash and Trader and his family. We hung out yesterday at the zoo. Shout out to my man Trader. What a great guy. A funny guy. We've done a lot of things together on YouTube, off to YouTube. We got a chance to hang out yesterday with his family, my girls, at the zoo. It was a beautiful day in St. Louis. I share that with you because it isn't always just about YouTube. Some of us that know each other on YouTube actually meet and hang out and connect, and it's different. And big shout out to Trader. If you don't know him, Dashing Trader. If you know me, I'm sure you know him. He's doing great lives. He's entertaining as hell. Shout out to my boy. We got the hangout yesterday. It was fantastic. And then today, me and the fam with some other friends went to the circus in St. Louis, the Moolah Shriner Circus. They do great things for kids that need it. The circus was amazing. It's just been a great weekend. I needed that kind of weekend, you know. Make some videos and content, but didn't work Saturday or today. Back to the grind tomorrow, late afternoon. But I thought, let's go live. There's 100 people here. Appreciate y'all. Hit that thumbs up. And I just wanted to maybe see if we can get some of these Sundays start to roll and back again, right? And it won't always be gig content necessarily, but it could be a lot of different things. Because the channel, I make videos based on whatever's going on in my day. And this last week, I've made the videos about DoorDash putting chicken nuggets on a layaway. And we can get into that a little bit. Many of you that are here, I'm sure, you're a loyal supporter. If you're here, you probably saw that video, or you heard somebody else talk about it, or you heard the internet roasting DoorDash for partnering with Klarna, which is a company that allows people to buy objects, items on various sites or whatever, and do installment payments, which isn't like a bad thing. But the reason the internet is roasting, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Trader's awesome. The reason the internet's roasting DoorDash is kind of twofold. It's funny. Okay. Who's, you know, financing and doing layaway? Layaway is a bad word to use. I use that word. It's not layaway, but because you get it up front. With layaway, you put money down and you don't get it till you pay. So actually it's worse than layaway. But who's doing installment payments on burritos? It's gotten that expensive. DoorDash is that expensive. The inflation of everything. All these companies are charging us crazy amounts. A Big Mac meal right now is like $15 in some cities. That's absurd. 10 years ago, it was $5. 10 years ago isn't that long ago. The price is triple. So now it's gotten so bad that DoorDash is partnering with companies that are about to go nationally traded IPO soon, to where we can do installment payments on fast food delivery or groceries or whatever, right? Now, I haven't done it yet. I will try it if it comes to St. Louis, and if I will try it and make a video just to see what the experience is like. It's interest-free, which is great. There are penalties aligned with it. So if you don't pay it, if you say, hey, I got money next Friday, here's my bank account info, and then they'll suck that $50 out of your account. If you don't and something happens, there's penalties. So not interest, but you might wind up paying more for that if you don't pay it on time. But there's 3 options with the app. You can pay right away, which is how it should be. You could do up to 4 installment payments, or you can select a date when you'll have money in the account that you link, and then they'll take it out. Now, listen, I think for some Americans, that could be a really cool thing. In a pinch, in a bind, we are struggling as Americans. It's bad. For the average American, it is bad. The average American doesn't have $500 in savings. The average American is struggling to pay rent, struggling to pay their mortgage, credit card debt out the roof. Okay, so now DoorDash, the wonderful app that they are, say, you know what? Impending recession, maybe. Stock market not doing great. Tariffs abound. Things are going to cost more for the places that we need to buy things from. So that means they're going to raise the price on things, many different things, not just food. So now we want people to still order if they don't have money. So what we'll do is we'll take your future earnings for your Big Mac and McNuggets. If you think that's okay, I think something's wrong. Like something's not registering in the brain. That's bad. It's just bad. Junebug, what up? Appreciate you gifting some memberships. Thank you. Who's the lucky person that's going to get the membership? Appreciate that. It's wild to me that in 2025, so the things that we used to do installment payments on were like birthday gifts for people. Oh, Cheeky Chops was gifted. That's unbelievable. DJ, what up, bro? How you doing? Cheeky Chops got a membership. I love it. Cheeky's a fan. What up, man? Appreciate that, Junebug. But listen, we used to, installment payments on gifts for remember QVC, where, you'd have this fancy guy or gal buy this diamond necklace for 5 installment payments of $49.99. Hey, you're buying something that's a high ticket item that's costing you money. You're buying a car, a home, a boat, a big piece of equipment. You're buying a refrigerator, a stove. You're buying an appliance. Maybe you're even buying a TV because they used to be way more expensive. Maybe you're buying a sofa. You're buying things that are big ticket items. The reason this is a problem, and that I'm a little passionate about it, and the reason the internet is roasting, I haven't seen one person make a video like this is a good thing. Not one, and I looked. National, local radio, comedians, celebrities talking about it. It's because food isn't, we're paying more for it, but it's not a high ticket item. When you order DoorDash, you're getting it in a pinch. You're getting it because you just need it. You want it. It tastes good. You don't think about implementing some kind of pay as eat now, pay later program for a burrito. This is 2025. That's how bad the country has gotten. We are putting installment payments on burritos, chicken McNuggets, French fries, pizza, and Chinese food. That is a sign of the times. It's insanity to do that. Now, I'm not saying you're insane if you do it, because I'm not going to judge people like that anymore. I'm just not. I don't know your situation. I don't know. Hey, maybe it's Wednesday. You don't get paid till Friday. The kids got to eat. You want to do something special for your mom, but the funds are low. You know what? Ooh, DoorDash is going to let me. I do think, if I'm being honest, there are some situations where it can be extremely helpful. I want to get that. I'm saying that in earnest. However, we know people will take advantage of a situation, even if they're not able to pay for it, or it's a bad financial situation, they will do it. Those buy here, pay here car lots, they take advantage of people because they just can, and they do. And people need a car. Payday loans with the crazy interest rate, they take advantage. Hey, I need money right now. I need $200, and then you pay it off $20 a week, but you wind up paying back $300 or $400 on that $200 that they gave you. It's insanity to put chicken McNuggets on installment payment plans, but Americans will do it, and it's crazy. It's almost like it doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem like real life. All right, let me read some comments and shut up for a little bit. Yeah, stop taking no tip orders. Don't settle for less than $2.50 a mile. Yeah. So there is an interest rate, and I don't have all the information because I'm not a Klarna person. There's no interest rate. There's no interest, it says, but I know there's penalties. It's a good question. DJ, what's up, brother? Good to see you here, man. Pay as you go is horrible. We will see a lot of didn't get my food complaints. And let me tell you something right now, okay? Not all the time, but we're going to see more no-tip orders. Do you really think the company will allow you to put a tip or pay back on a tip as well? And what happens if they don't, if it's an account that's going to be closed, or they put an account in, there's no money, and they say, I get paid Friday, you can post date it to next week, right? And then they try to take the money out and it doesn't come out. That happens to a lot of us. Netflix tried to take money out of your account, Amazon, whatever, and maybe you just forgot something and your account either goes negative or whatever. You going to sleep? Good night. You want to say hi to the people? Okay. Say good night. Say good night.
Good night.
Say, DoorDash shouldn't do layaway chicken McNuggets. Say no layaway. Say no layaway. You're not going to say it? Okay.
No layaway.
She says no layaway, Tony. All right, bye. I'll see you guys in a little while. I won't be long. That's Ruby. You've seen her grow up through the years. But, like, it's insanity that they're doing it. It's insanity. I lost my train of thought because my beautiful girls just came down here. But it's just, I mean, it's wild to me. Oh, the cards, so then what? The customer leaves a $5 tip, but the DoorDash shouldn't even get paid. What happens? They're not going to take that loss. It's insanity. And do you think somebody that doesn't have money and that would use that as an option, not all, but the majority, you think they're going to leave you a tip? No, these are the people that are $2 and $3 you to death and not leaving you a tip. So then now what happened is we just made the DoorDash pool of consumers bigger. It's a brilliant idea by DoorDash. I have to give them credit. I did in the video 2 days ago. But now you can have more people that can afford to eat takeout delivery. It's insanity. We're enabling. It's crazy. And I don't understand why anybody would say it's not. It's insanity. Anyways, I'm having a good time with y'all tonight. Lachelle, how you doing? Yeah, say night to Ruby. Okay, this is a good one here from Joe. How are they going to get paid? Restaurant if DoorDash didn't get paid. Listen, it's these companies operate on, they want your future money. I mean, credit cards are a thing. People say this is like credit cards. It's not like credit cards. You have to be approved for that. And I don't know what the approval process is like Klarna, but it's probably pretty low, right? Because you're not financing thousands and thousands of dollars. These are tens of $100 here, $50 there, $20 for a McDonald's, Taco Bell meal. It's different. So, I don't know if they're looking at it like that. They just want people to be active on the app, ordering, getting those percentages from the merchants, getting those Dash Pass subscriptions, because that's part of the deal as well. They want people just to use the app. They'll deal with people that are frauding it or scamming it, which won't be, I think, a lot in the if they could just add an extra basis points of orders to their bottom line, that's millions and millions of dollars to them. So it's a brilliant idea. I just think it's extremely predatory. I think it's laughable. The internet's been roasting them. The country is nuts. Absolutely it is, Kevin. It's fun to talk about it. Keeping people broke with future payments. Listen, Nomadic. It talks more to a point, in my opinion. Appreciate the 122 in the building. Hit that thumbs up if you like this content. I do want to confront Tony with y'all's help. Share the content. Share it on Twitter. Share it on Facebook. I don't have any other social media. Share. Let's get the subscribers going. Let's get the channel back and running on these Sunday lives. Listen, it also talks about these companies will do whatever they need to do. I mean, I'm not blaming them necessarily, but I can call it out. Okay? These companies are going to do anything that they need to do to keep their revenue growing. They don't want to go down. Okay? And we know in this country, we like to eat. We love to eat. We prioritize it. And DoorDash wants us as Americans to prioritize grocery, retail, fast food, anything you want. I got it on the app. Boom. They want as many active users using it. They want Dash Pass. They want all of it. The more people using it, the more money they make, period. So now the barrier of entry to be a DoorDash consumer to get food delivered is zero. This is a funny taking point right now. You used to have money to order food or a working credit card that you could attach that you'd have to pay at you used to have something. You had to have something on the app to put in something. You had to have money or something, or somebody that was lending you the money on your credit to order McDonald's. In the year 2025, you can have no money and have food delivered to your door. Who's going to pay the price for that? You and me. DoorDash will make more money. The merchants will make more money in sales. The consumers will feel great because they're getting things on layaway. And the Dashers will just have more $2 and $3 orders. Period. That's why this is a problem. It's insanity. It's crazy, man. Crazy. I think it will. I think it could. And I wonder if this partnership, because sometimes when you do these kind of partnerships, they might have signed up for them for a year, 2, 5, I don't know what the terms are, but usually there's like a contract end date, relook at the partnership. How did it go? I could see this one not lasting. I could see it not lasting for a few reasons. While I think it's good in the beginning for them as the economy's suffering still, I think at some point they're going to realize something's not right here. And it will end. I could be wrong, though. I'm not an economist, okay? California, Logan, what's up, brother? What you got going on? I'm dashing right now, as usual, on Sunday. Met you last year, Curbivore. What up, Logan? Thanks, Pedro, for your time and making awesome content. Appreciate that, brother. Good to see you again. I'll be in Curbivore in 3 weeks for the 3rd time. What is the tip going to be on layaway? Who knows? Yeah, I mean, it's hard to get everybody together on that. I think anytime we get together and strike protest, maybe 10% of the gig workforce hears about it, and then maybe half or a third of the 10% even contribute to that kind of protest or strike. There's just so many people doing this work that aren't aware of things that you and I talk about. Listen, there's millions of people. I got 131 people here, and there's millions of people that do DoorDash or Spark or Uber. So we're a drop in the bucket in this small community here. April, please do. That would be fantastic. I'll be sharing more about that in the upcoming weeks. Yeah, Canada Club, what's up, brother? It's hard to win. I think the gig economy, being a fast food delivery, whether you're a shopper, a rideshare, or food delivery, Canada, I believe this, okay? And you tell me what you guys think. I think it's kind of like gambling, sports betting, or trading stocks, okay? There's gamble and there's risk reward with all those things. Doing this kind of works the same way, because I believe about 10% of us can do okay, make some profit that makes sense, and 90% of us over the course of time are losing. That's my humble opinion. What do you guys think? I think 1 to maybe 2 out of every 10 can do okay and figure it out and sustain it, while 8 to 9 out of every 10 are suffering, stop. They're 1 car repair away from not being able to do it, and then having to fix a car repair and then figuring out what they're going to do. That's what I think. Nomadic says 100. New Mexico Hobo says 100. Yeah, I believe that's what it is. Canada Club agrees. Yeah. And that's why I think some of us have a channel. That's not the main reason. When I started, I want to try to help people and just give you relatable stuff and help you here and there. And we've done that, and other great content creators have done that, and they've done better than I have as far as teaching and showing, So I think some of us do it because we do want to help a few people every day, not figure out, hey, you don't have to take everything. And for some people, that might not be the case anymore, but you don't have to do this. You can do that. You can cancel orders. You can do this. Try doing this. Try changing this. Try this app instead. So there's some value in that. But overall, we can't touch enough of people out there. We can't touch enough people. And the people that I've met, and I've met hundreds of drivers, hundreds, and I've met tens of thousands of you online, I know we've helped some people. It's such a small percent. It's maybe 1% of the workforce that have even seen me. So it's hard. It's hard. It really is. Julio, what up? Corbo said, I don't know about 1 to 10 or 10, but do okay with the ask. But I do say 1 to 2 of 10 continue to work more than once a week. Sure. Yeah. Paul, I really like this comment from Paul. Let me highlight it, because I think this is pretty spot on. Let me find it. Right here. I think the part-timers have a better experience. Yeah, I think the more you work it, you'll get better, usually, as long as you get past that hump. For some, it might be a month in or 2 or 3 months in. You'll learn it. You'll get better. You'll learn your marketplace. But the longer you stay in it, more frustrations, more depreciation, more wear and tear, more there's not much more you can make. Like once you hit a certain threshold in your market, that's about it, right? So I do believe if you do it part-time and you do it situationally, you're probably going to have a better experience. Got a new car. That's what's up. I love that. Congratulations. Garden State, what's up, man? How you doing? What's going on? Oh, brother, hope all is well. Just stopping in to send some good vibes and greetings, brother. PR. Appreciate you, Boricua. Thanks for stopping in, man. Park Gig, what up, what up? Yeah, Chase. Yeah, I've done it full time. I still do it full time, technically, I guess. If 30 hours is, I consider full time 40. I don't do 40 every week, but I will say I'm still full time. I would say that I'm not working as much as I did before. By the grace of God, I don't have to all the time, but I don't necessarily hate it all the time, but I'm still definitely doing it enough. You know what I mean? I'm not doing it just once or twice a week. At some point I'll get there. I've just been lazy, I think, on other things that I'd like to do or that I'm aspiring to do or that I've started but haven't finished. But yeah, I think, and this isn't a shot to anybody doing it full time. You do you. I do think over the course of time, I know for me personally, it will be more beneficial the less I do it. Not that I won't always have something, but if I could just do few caterings a week, one big haul here, you know, and then flip it on and while I'm doing errands and making some gas money for the week or two. That's going to be ideally how I would like to do it. But I'm not there yet. The real ATL Shay, appreciate you for representing Atlanta. I love your channel, though, because you always keep it 100 about DoorDash and Uber Eats, etc. Appreciate that. Thank you for saying that. I try. I'm not perfect, but I make a lot of mistakes, you know, but that's part of keeping it 100, I think. MNG, what up, what up? How you doing? How you doing? I'll see you later, man. Got to bounce. Yeah, appreciate you stopping in, man. I try to do less miles for the most money. That's going to keep your profits high. So Nomadic says, nowadays, let me put that comment up. Nowadays, I'm just working the gigs, 9 a.m. to 4. It's at 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Okay, that's what's up. Home on the weekends lately. Love that. So, yeah, I just, I think this whole DoorDash Klarna partnership is, it's crazy. And let me show you. Let me put up who we're going to confront possibly in 2025. Let me add him to the stage. This man right here, Mr.BetonYou. Tony, you guys want to hear him talk for a second? Let's bring him up here. Hold on. Let's see if you guys can hear this real quick. Let's see what he's got to say. Tony, I got some questions for you.
Those new customers coming into the industry for the first time come to DoorDash first. A insignificant percentage actually now come to DoorDash, not for restaurant food as their first purchase with the platform.
Well, he's talking about, who knows what he's talking about, but I want to get an interview with this guy. And when I put my mind to something, I can usually accomplish it, whether it's good or bad, positive or negative. I can. And if I want to go full force, I would get an interview with Tony. If I really went full force, use all my resources, really went for it, spent a couple of weeks out in San Francisco, I could talk to this guy. I know that I could. And I'm going to do something once a week to try to, send an email, use a connection, do this. I'm going to be out there in 3 weeks. So, we'll see. I'm not going to promise anything. He's such a smart. $2 Tony Clown. Yeah, what up, what up? It's just, I just think it's wild to me that this is where we're at in 2025. People using a third-party app to order DoorDash and get it delivered. You don't have to have any money to have things delivered from DoorDash. Groceries too. Can you imagine that? Groceries are expensive. Now you can order groceries from Aldi or whatever, a grocery chain, whatever, and you can get them delivered. I believe Klarna has a partnership with Walmart too. And I haven't heard, I know that they have something with them. I don't know if it's similar, but can you imagine getting your weekly or monthly groceries? You don't have to have any money. That would help a lot of Americans. But are we just putting Americans in more debt and more restraint to where then when you get paid, your paycheck's even considerably less because you already waged your future earnings, your future paycheck on food that is already gone. You already spent $50 at Taco Bell that you had last week, 2 weeks ago, last month, and now your check. And you have to go to work a day. Maybe you don't want to work because, oh man, I got that Taco Bell bill from February 2023, that Taco Bell meal that I crapped out 5 months ago. Well, I got to go to work now because I got to pay. That's insanity. That's predatory behavior. It's crazy. I can't be the only one who thinks that. I can't. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know if it's dead. It's continuing to grow, Bruce. I think it's shifted and changed. I think if you started to implement other apps in other ways, because there's a lot of ways to make money in gig economy, not dead. I think food delivery has shifted considerably, but even in some markets, not completely dead. So I wouldn't totally agree, but I hear what you're saying. By the DOJ. What up, man? How you doing, man? Order volume is up, order pay is down. Boom. The volume of orders is up. Their sales projections are slightly under. Their Q4 of 2024 projections slightly under. Their profits were up versus expectations because the order volume was up. And a lot of it had to do with retail and obviously the holiday season and things like that. And you know, the grocery. They have 63 or 64% market share. So DoorDash is doing great. Stock price going up. I mean, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say right now. I made a community post a couple of months back. Bentley, our friend Bentley Coop. I've met Bentley Coop. I know Bentley Coop. DoorDash Diaries. A lot of people mocked him when he said maybe 2.5 years ago, if y'all don't get you some DoorDash stock right now, and people are like, oh, he's giving financial. If you would have bought DoorDash stock when he told you to, you would have made some money if you would have sold it by now. So got to give him his flowers. He was right. So everybody that was like clowning him for that, he was right. And if you were clowning him, you were wrong. So this is a company that's not going to stop until they have 70+% market share. And Tony right now, I looked it up. Tony makes in earnings with his bonuses, like not even $350,000 a year. That's, as a CEO of $1 billion company, that's not a lot of money. Okay. But he has his stock options and his shares. And like, that's where he's looking 10, 20 years down the line. But $350,000 is not a lot for a company that big, that the CEO to make that. I mean, it's a lot of money for you and I, but so he's not collecting millions of dollars a year, but he's got a lot of other things going on. What up, Gig Bells? What up, bro? How you doing? Uber? Yeah, Uber's, listen. And as soon as they start getting more autonomous vehicles, it's going to push their labor costs down, and the stock's going to go even higher. So, because their numbers will look better, right? Marianne, what's up? Always good to see you. What's Marianne saying? Hola, Pedro. ¿Cómo está? That's my Spanglish for you. Haha. Do you think Uber Eats and Grubhub will follow what DoorDash is doing with the stupid model? I wouldn't see why not. I'm not sure. The Klarna partnership might be exclusive for the time being with just DoorDash. That might have been a deal, right? But I wouldn't be surprised. Good question. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think Bentley's on. He's talked about that. I don't think he's on the payroll. He's been actually, if you look at his videos, he's talks negatively about DoorDash too. He's not happy with that company. So I think just because somebody gave him a couple of gift cards and they invited him to some DoorDash events doesn't mean he's on the payroll. Yeah. Yeah, been a while, man. Yeah, I don't do the lives as much anymore. So good to see you, man. Everybody say hi to each other in chat. Hit that thumbs up. I'm trying to entertain you all tonight. It's been interesting. I'm going to plug this laptop in just for a second because I'm losing a little bit of battery. It's like really low. So give me a second. Hold up. I want to make sure we keep this going for y'all. So what else you guys got going on? We got some other questions. I hit my 6 months of sobriety. If you've been watching any of those sobriety journey videos, I hit that last Saturday. Not easy. So that's been going on. Pedro will be back after these messages. I miss these Sunday lives, Pedro. We need more of them. Yeah, Marion, I miss them too. That's part of why I wanted to come down tonight. It's been a good weekend. I had some time. I was doing it so much. It was kind of taken away from sometimes my girls and my presence with them. And just, so I can't commit to every Sunday anymore, but maybe I could do 1 or 2 a month. And I think that would be fun. So we could bring the vibes back. Appreciate the 153 in here. We should have 153 thumbs up. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate that, man. Don't get to make many live broadcasts on YouTube channels because of full-time job, but happy to make this one. Appreciate that very much. Jason, what up? DoorDash and DoorDash should be investigated. Yeah, I mean, they have been before. They've been sued. I think there's over 100 pending lawsuits against DoorDash, which I don't agree with all of them. I think some people just take advantage of that. But, definitely, they are what they are. I think most big companies, okay, there's a few exceptions, maybe an Aldi or a Costco, they take care of their employees pretty good and they're pretty sustainable and they've been, they don't mess with their pricing that much. They run a pretty good ship, but a lot of the big players, Trader Joe's is pretty good, but a lot of the big players, they all got a little bit of shade in them, little shady, James, what up? DC, what up? 2 decades, life on the streets. Congrats. Weed is not alcohol. It's not. I don't smoke though, or do any of that either. So, Frogman, what everybody say hi to each other in the chat. Appreciate y'all. Let me know. Drop your marketplace. If you guys got questions, want to talk about how it's going, I can definitely read some comments from you guys and vibe for a little bit. I said at least I told myself in Madison I'd probably be on at least an hour tonight. So Gig Wars, appreciate that 5. You didn't have to do that. Craig can beat you in basketball. Just she could not. No. Listen, Craig, I love you. Like literally, there's love there. It's not happening. I will say this though, Red and Craig, I'm in like the worst shape of my life I've ever been because I'm not playing anymore, and I'm just, I can feel I'm just like, I used to be pretty in good shape, but I can still take Craig. There's no way. There's no way, Craig. It's not gonna happen, Craig. Red, appreciate you. Good to see you. Thanks for the $5. You can troll me with $5 all day long. Joey, what up? Bronx baby in the house. Yeah, Pueblo. All right, I see it. I feel we focus on making money and not focusing on your health. Yeah, true, Marion. Health is important. I've been trying to do a lot better with that. Craig, stop the cat. Stop the cat. G. Sean says, I've been fighting my addiction with gambling. I can't believe I can't stop it. I'm so upset with myself. Praying for me, please. Thank you. Hey, addiction is not an easy thing. I'll definitely give you some prayers. Can you dunk? I've never dunked a basketball a day in my life. I could touch the rim when I was younger, hang on the rim. Could never dunk. Could never. I tried a few times. I didn't have the hops like that. That wasn't my game. I'm only 5'9", so. Appreciate that, Tom. Yeah, I miss doing these lives, man. I needed to get some things in order and just settle some things in life. You know what I mean? And things aren't in order. They're not completely settled, but they're settling and feeling good. And I thought tonight was a good night to kind of do a Sunday Live and just check in with you guys. Appreciate the 139 in the building. Appreciate that. Pedro, pick one, Kobe or Jordan. Oh, God. I'll say this. Jordan's the GOAT. I was born in Chicago. I watched him growing up. I mean, I was very lucky to be a young man, watching 6 championships in 8 years. But Kobe Bryant has something in my heart that Jordan does not. So the mentality, it's just different. Plus, I think Jordan, he's so great, you have to be like a bad teammate almost and a bad guy. And Kobe had a little bit of that in him. But, yeah, I'll say this. Jordan's my GOAT. I'd much rather have a conversation and dinner with the legend, R.I.P. Kobe Bryant. So I think that'd be more impactful than dinner or golf with Jordan. Does that make sense? Hope I answered the question. But they're both on my wall. But Mamba mentality is something that, I got it on my arm. I have the Mamba symbol tattooed right there. Frogman, what's up? Also, great info of these gigs. Appreciate that. Yeah. I run into people on a weekly, man. Say what's up. My favorite is Hakeem Elijah on the Dream. What up, Krista? Ooh, the Dream Shake, man. That guy was amazing. Great basketball player. What up, Tim? How you doing? I just, with y'all's help, listen, share the content. This is what I ask of y'all. And a lot of y'all treat me really well with the lives and the super chats and the thumbs up and the support. And I've met a lot of you guys in person. If you see me make a video and it's DoorDash, share it on any social media that you have if you can. Twitter or X, whatever. I think it's called X right now. Share it on Facebook. Share it with a friend. If you see a gig driver say, hey, you know that MrBetonYou, you got to watch this video real quick. You got YouTube? Go subscribe. Help me do that so we can get the traction back just with that content. I'm going to keep that separate, own little playlist. Let's get the eye of DoorDash. Because I'm only 1 degree of separation away from Tony. Okay? There's only 1 degree of separation that separates me from Tony. Only 1. And I would love to do an interview with him. Recorded or not. Live or not. And ask him 2 questions. Tony, is this the company that you envisioned when you started with your pals? Back in Palo Alto, I think is where they started in California. Is this the company you envisioned? And I'd shut up and just listen to him talk. And the second question I would ask him is, Tony, do you care about poor people in America? And I would look at him dead in the eyes. Do you care about poor people in America? And I know what answer he'd give me, but I want to hear him say it. And we would expound and expunge on that. Because He can't care about poor people. He pays drivers $2 for stacks. The base pay's gone down. They ask you to do more for less. And now he's taking his poor customers and saying, you don't got money for a burrito? Don't worry about it. Pay me next month. It's insanity. Dave Robinson was great. Nana of 4 with Clarny paid off in 4 installments. That's one of the options. Taking 2 months to pay for a meal is crazy. Yeah, it is insanity. Okay, that's where we're at in this country, though. We as Americans, and it's partly our fault, we have prioritized food to the degree that we think we should just have it at every whim at our door. Ding dong, doorbell. Like, we just become accustomed to it, that the things that we used to finance or put on credit or installment payments were like jewelry and cars and homes and a boat and like luxury items, like big ticket items. Your wife's engagement band, a car, a refrigerator, an appliance. Now it's gotten so bad, and we have completely flipped our priority that we want Taco Bell and McNuggets on installment plans. Because if the people didn't want it, DoorDash wouldn't have partnered, but they saw the need, they saw the impending recession, the consumers not having confidence in their dollar, not having money, so they'll take your future earnings, your future wages, money you don't even have yet, they want, so you can get your McNuggets. That is insanity. It's just my opinion. Some of y'all will think I'm wrong, but y'all know me. When I start talking about something that I care about, the passion comes out. This is insanity to me. Ryan, what up, what up? Viper, what up? Frogman, what up, what up, what up? Tim Duncan, Dash and Viper, what up? Tim Duncan's the big fundamental. I could talk basketball all night. Ginobili was best 6 man ever. Ginobili was good. If Ginobili didn't play on the Spurs, he wouldn't have all those chips. But if he played on like Detroit Pistons Detroit Pistons were kind of good during that time. Another team, he would have scored 30 a game. DoorDash going to start asking us to count the fries. NBA in the 90s was definitely great. Early 2000s was pretty good too. Not bad, early 2000s. Many people rely on food delivery at times. Sick people, elderly, pregnant, etc. David, great point. It's not saying everybody that orders is, that's a great point. But the vast majority are using it in a way that is not that. But you're completely right. I've delivered to a lot of people that were elderly, disabled, sick, broken foot, in a cast, or just whatever. They're moving and they just need something quick because they don't have all the food in the refrigerator yet. You know what I mean? There's a million reasons to order, but I don't believe it's a good look to put fast food or takeout on an installment plan. I think it's bad. It's a bad sign of our country, of our priorities, of the power of the American dollar. It's bad. But what happens is when Americans become desperate, billionaires make money. I'm going to say it one more time. When Americans become desperate and we are at our weakest, and some would say we're at a pretty weak point right now, billionaires take advantage of that and they become richer and we become poor. History shows that, and history repeats itself. It's sad that we're part of that problem, though, because we deliver for the billionaires. We do. We're part of that issue. I am part of the problem, and I realize that. But two things can exist and be true at the same time. It's an insane partnership, Red. It's insane. Debt Dash. That's funny. I can owe you later for the box and now and laters. Yeah. What was somebody said? There's like a Popeye skit or there's some skit where somebody said, I ain't got money now, but how about a burn? Like, do you guys remember, what was the show? Chris Rock. I think it was in Living Color, the Wayans Brothers show. Keenen Ivory Wayans in Living Color gave Jim Carrey a start. Jennifer Lopez was a fly girl. The Wayans family, a fantastic comedy sketch show, way ahead of its time. Many of you that are watching this remember In Living Color. There was a skit, and I believe it was Chris Rock, Unless he did it on Saturday Night Live, but I could be wrong. You guys tell me. Anyways, I thought it was Chris Rock, where he goes in the store and he's like, how much for a rib? I think it might have been Saturday Night Live, actually. I think it was Chris Rock. He's like, how about you give me half a rib, or you let me suck your fingers after you eat it, and I got these 5 nickels. You remember that skit where he's like trying to barter with the guy at the convenience store, the bodega? He's got a nickel or a penny. He's trying to say, how about you let me roll that, throw it on the ground, and then you're going to throw it away anyway. I'll eat it, but I'll give you this $1. Like, that's where we're at with DoorDash. People don't even need money. People, can you imagine if In Living Color, Saturday Night Live, Mad TV, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, when these shows were really popping, if they would have made a sketch, and this was a sketch. I'm going to do it for you guys. I'm a pretty decent actor. You ready? Okay. Phone rings. Close your eyes. Imagine this. Ring, 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 ring. Papa John's, Pizza Hut, Domino's, Little Caesars, or what, name your, how can I help you? Can I get 5 pizzas, some wings, and some Pepsi, please? Okay, what's your address? 123 DoorDash Way. All right, let me ring that in for you. That'll be, at that time, $35.99. Oh, okay, well, you know what? I don't have any money, but I got this little app on my phone that says I can order this food, and I don't have to pay you till I get paid. Excuse me, ma'am. You don't have money, but you want some pizza? Yeah, I ain't got no money, but, I got to eat, so I don't want to make no sandwiches and cook no ramen. I don't want to make no spaghetti and meatballs, so you know what? My family, we want some pizza, but we ain't got no money. Can you deliver that to me? Ma'am, is this a prank call, ma'am? Is this a prank call? We can't give you food if you don't have money. Well, hold on now. This is an app called DoorDash, and they said I can order anything I want, and I can just installment payment my pizza. Ma'am, I don't know anything about no DoorDash, but please stop prank calling me. Click, and then everybody's laughing. I mean, come on. That's where we're at. Oh, man, it's hilarious. Bro went sober to still complain. What up, Deez? How you doing, man? Yeah, I'm sober. Thank you. Oh, man. It's crazy. Don't you like rice? I love rice. Oh. Racist? How's that racist? I was trying to talk like a woman. Oh, Paul says that ain't no skit. I've had orders like that. I mean, I bet, man. I don't know, man. I just think it's bad. I think we're taking advantage of the less fortunate. We're taking advantage of people that feel vulnerable. I think we're taking advantage of poor people. I think these billionaires are taking advantage of that. I believe it. In the same way that these other companies will take advantage of somebody looking for a car, or they need a payday loan, or, back in the day, the 2008, the market house crash and all that, the people were getting homes that should not have gotten homes. And a lot of people in real estate, investors, banking made a lot of money. And a lot of people were sold the American dream, and they couldn't afford it. And then they lost their homes. And the market crashed. The home market crashed. I mean, people will take advantage of people, and DoorDash is doing that right now. And I think it's despicable. So I would like to meet Tony with your help. And I want to ask him these questions. Sunday Live, what up, Cliff? Try it with a different accent. I don't know what. Let me do another accent. Hold up. Oh man, I don't know, man. It's crazy to me. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Ex-wife made me lose my home. Yeah, man. I bought mine in November 2007, and January house fault just dropped. Hot tour, spit on that thing. The dollar is backed by loans. What do people think is going to happen? Zero pay. What up? Who is that? Is that who I think it is? The zero paid emoji, the avatar looks similar. What up, man? How you doing? Spit on that thing. I don't know. I just think it's a bad partnership. I think it's bad. 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 I'll tell you what, Puerto Ricans in Chicago, they live in Humboldt Park, where I'm from, they're going to take advantage of this. Puerto Ricans, we be some broke ass mofos, okay? And they're going to be taking advantage of this. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. And there will be people of all shapes, sizes, and colors and ethnicities that will get free food. Because what's going to happen is, okay, what's going to happen is people will realize, oh, I can just put in this debit card information, this Cash App card, I can link with this, and then they're approving me, and I can say, well, I'm just going to pay with this account in 2 weeks when I get paid, and then I can just tell you when I get paid. You're going to verify that. Is there a vetting process? There's not going to be any money in that account when you try to go get it, and I just fed my family. I just got my groceries. People, that will happen. Puerto Ricans in Chicago will do that. Trust and believe. And it'll delete their DoorDash account and open another one. It's crazy. Ooh, Klarna layaway, the new PPP. Lachelle, them PPPs was out of control. A lot of people took advantage of that. Some people went to jail for that. Some people still haven't been able to pay it back. That PPP thing was crazy. I had a good friend of mine. He has a YouTube channel, Pocket Watching with JT. He's from St. Louis. He built a channel on the PPP scam, and it was nuts. That was right after the pandemic. That's 2021, right? 2020? Yeah, 2021. It's crazy, man. Crazy. People are still feeling the effects of that. Crazy. Ran a center for food. Oh, Lord. Can you imagine? Puerto Rican deep, no socks on. That hurts the gig economy, period. Yeah, and it hurts us. It just hurts us. I think what happens is, situationally, the more order volume DoorDash has, it can be a benefit. But we already see a flood of crap on our apps. So when you just add more, it's going to be more crap. It's going to be no tips, less tips, more issues, more people complaining or saying they didn't get it and this and that. It's just more of the same stuff. And it's already not great for many of us. So I think it's bad. Facts, Lachelle. Very good point. People are, it's tough. And a lot of the tax rules changed for some people. The credits went down or didn't exist. And it's bad right now for a lot of people. Or maybe not bad, but it's not as good as it used to be. And things are starting to catch up with some folks for sure. So, Drew, I have not. Nope. I can't. Wish I did, but I haven't. And I probably won't. So, listen, that's what we got for tonight. I appreciate y'all very much. Red, I appreciate the $5 super chat telling me crazy in the beginning basketball. I'm sure she brought you up to that. Listen, we're going to have to figure that out. We have to tape it live. The people need to see it because I don't need documentation. But appreciate y'all. Check out the video I made at 6 o'clock earlier. Definitely need y'all's help. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed to the channel. Share it with your family. Subscribe from your accounts. I want to get this channel to 100,000 in 2025. And I'm going to work really hard to do that because it was a goal of mine. And I'm starting to get my YouTube vibes back. And I'm going to start making all kinds of different content. I'm really going to push it because I'm ready for that. And I've been still making content, but I haven't been doing it in the same vein. And I want to get back to those roots. And I need y'all's help with sharing it, doing what we got to do. And I'm going to interview Tony. I don't think it's going to be like a 100% I know I can do it kind of deal. But if I push myself and with a little bit of help from y'all and we get a little bit of lucky, it's possible. There's only one degree of separation that separates me and the DoorDash CEO. And I'd love to ask him 2 questions, and I'll end with this. Before I do, make sure you hit that thumbs up. If you're watching the replay, let me know in the comment section. Tony, is this a company you envisioned when you started it? My second question is, Tony, do you care about poor people in America? Those are my 2 questions I'd have for Tony. And then organically, I can take those 2 questions and turn them into a lot of other things that you and I would like to talk about with said CEO. Ryan, what up? How you doing, man? So I appreciate y'all for spending any kind of time with me, watching the latest videos, giving them a thumbs up, a share. I appreciate you very much. You help me and my family do the things that we love to do. You guys have done so much for me. I'm going to continue to try to do as much as I can for you. And I'll continue to work as hard as I can for you guys, giving you entertainment, relatability, challenging each other, and giving you something to look forward to that's relatable as you're doing your gig work, as you're on your sobriety journey, as you're working, as you're listening, however you like to watch or listen. I appreciate you guys very much. And like I always say on Sunday nights, if you're in a room or about to be in a room with somebody that you love, give them a hug and tell them that you love them. That could change their day. See you guys next week or the week after that.